In the summer of 2005, Amir Qayyum, known as the Brick Killer, scared everyone in Lahore. He targeted the most vulnerable people, the homeless. His victims were laborers, beggars, and drug addicts who slept on the streets. Qayyum used the darkness to attack. He would sneak up on his sleeping victims with heavy bricks and stones and hit them in the head. Between June and July 2005, 14 innocent people died this way. Everyone in Lahore, especially the city's 200,000 homeless people, was terrified. Qayyum planned his attacks. He chose his victims carefully, knowing they were helpless and easy targets on the streets. Even experienced police officers were shocked by how brutal his attacks were. The heavy stones, sometimes weighing over 60 pounds, showed he wanted to kill quickly. After each murder, the city was afraid, wondering when and where the Brick Killer would strike again. On the night of July 18, 2005, Amir Qayyum's reign of terror ended. A security guard, Abdul Wakil Khan, saw him attacking a sleeping man with a stone. Khan yelled for help. Qayyum tried to run away, but it was too late. Ahsan Khan, who lived nearby, and other people heard the commotion and chased Qayyum. They caught him and held him until the police arrived. Everyone in Lahore felt relieved. The nightmare was finally over. People felt safe again. But the families of the 14 victims were still heartbroken. Their pain was huge, and what they lost could never be replaced. After his arrest, Amir Qayyum said he did it for revenge. He said he killed those people because his uncle, Dr. Shahid, was murdered in 2003. Qayyum believed his uncle's death and the later death of a family friend, a police inspector, ruined his family. He felt angry and wanted revenge against society. He said his victims represented the society that hurt him, but Qayyum's revenge story didn't explain why he was so brutal and planned his attacks. The police investigation showed he was a troubled person. They said he was a drug addict who was often violent. His family agreed. His father, brother, and 5 sisters said he had always been troubled. He was kicked out of school, and in the end, his own family left him. Amir Qayyum was sentenced to death in May 2006 for one of the murders. He was still waiting for decisions on 12 other murder charges, and another possible murder wasn't investigated because they couldn't find a body. The evidence against him was very strong. At every crime scene, the police found the murder weapon's heavy stones and bricks, some weighing up to 75 pounds. His clothes had his victim's blood on them, and DNA evidence proved he was there. Even though Qayyum was clearly guilty of terrible crimes, something important was missed: checking his mental health. Some police officers said he was crazy, but others said he seemed fine. Because no one agreed and no one checked his mental health properly, it made people question how the justice system deals with mental illness.